My name is Matt Boots.
I'm Angel from Angel's Clubhouse.
And I'm Hov from Green Lounge LA. And this is The Struggle. Yeah, my sponsor, Dust Luxury Cannabis. We got gold weed, diamond weed, and the one that everybody likes is the indica strand, bro.
The indica, yeah.
Yeah, it's a blue weed, right? And it has a shimmer to it, and it's strong as fuck. These people read these books, and if they aren't familiar, we got the books right here. Check it out. Your boy got the Gangsta Jake. You feel me?
That's the part 3. That's the third one.
Peace Treaty,
Peace Treaty
2017. We also got the Gangsta Jake, the end result of a snitch.
That's what started it all right there.
You feel me? The very first one, you feel me? And then we got the Nairi Jace, Gangsta Jake, and this is 2, if I'm not mistaken, right? Is this
2, yeah. Path
Yeah.
to Terror.
Okay, so there we go. So, if I'm pretty sure people are familiar with urban books, and if you know, then you know who I'm talking to.
Personal life. Like everything you say and do, move, where, like it's gonna be out there. You could put it out there as something positive, and they'll put it, like I just seen something with Neo, and they was like, oh, looks like Neo's with another woman, look like he's on a vacation or a vacation. If he is, so what? That's this man's business. He all the way, not even in America, and they blasting him. But people can't just go and just be and be free. Like they still normal people. Yeah, they got a lot of money. They in the limelight.
I'm Hov, and this is
Lewis Tre Love Smith, everybody.
all right. So, man, we had you at the show the other night, right? And you had people rolling damn near for the fart on themselves. So I was like, hey, I got to get the boy on the show, man. I got to talk to you. What's going on with you, Pepe?
Man, I'm chill, man. You know, relaxing, vibing. You know how it is, man. Just enjoying life, bro.
So where did this inspiration to be funny as hell come from?
Yo, straight up, it comes from the comedy guru, Eddie Murphy. Now, everybody knows Richard Pryor's the GOAT. I take nothing from Richard Pryor. Enjoyed him. But let me tell you, man, true story. I had to be about 13 years old, and I was in the car with my mom's, and I was like, Mom, Eddie Murphy's Raw movie is out. Can I go see it? And she was in the car. She told me, you can't go see all that cussing. Man, next thing you know, I said, well, Mama, I live in the house with you and Dad. She put the car in a U-turn, man, dropped me off at the movies, gave me the $10 and kicked me out the car, and I went to see Eddie Murphy Raw, and I was just sitting in the theater watching Raw like, yo, this dude, man. Eddie,
Hold up.
Yeah.
So you ain't gonna roll past that. Your mom scolds you. You rebuttal your mom. She like, this nigga right.
This nigga right.
And just
From the mouth of babes. She couldn't even say nothing, bro. She literally just whipped the car in a U-turn. Literally just didn't say nothing, put in a U-turn, gave me the money, kicked me out the car, and sent me to the theater. Like,
How old was you when this happened?
About 13. I was about 13. I was a kid, man.
Did comedy start right then at 13?
Well, you know what? I did stand up my first time at 14 years old in my class. Shout out to Mr. L'Esperance at Pace, Monsignor Edward Pace Senior High. He was like, what do you want to do with yourself, Lewis? I said, well, I want to do stand up. And so I actually stole some jokes from, and people always talk about joke thieving. Man, when you a kid and you practicing, you gonna steal. So Chris Thomas, I think it was Chris Thomas, if I'm not mistaken. He's the mayor of Rap City. I watched him do stand-up, and I used some of his jokes mixed with some stuff I did, and it was funny, man. And I kind of knew then I could do it. But I'm gonna tell you what scared me out of doing comedy, man. Back in the day, when you watched the Apollo, every comedian that got on stage at the Apollo got booed. So I was like, man, I ain't trying to get booed, you know what I'm saying? But fortunately, I had talent. So I didn't actually start doing stand-up until I was 21 years old. I went to the American Comedy Institute in New York. First time, April 12, 1997, with Steve Rosenfeld at American Comedy Institute. And right then, bro, I'm not going to lie. I was a young kid. I was like 21. I knew I had it because I got up there and blew the stage up. And I was calling my mom. I was like, Mama. And she's the one who told me to do comedy. God rest her soul. She said, stop being stupid for free. Because I used to get in trouble in school.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your mama sounded like she had jokes. She said, stop being stupid for free.
Yo.
Go get paid for it.
I was the kid in school, right? I was not a bad kid. I wasn't no thug or nothing. But I would always like talk too much and make people laugh and stuff. And that's what the teachers told my mom. They was like, he's a good kid. It's just, if it's between getting the detention and making people laugh, Lewis gonna make people laugh. And that's what I did. I'm talking about that was my top priority, making people laugh, you know?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So let me ask this.
Mm.
The process, right?
Uh-huh.
That was a long time. You know what I'm saying? That's 14, 21. And now you about what?
Yeah.
50?
Damn near. I'm
right?
40,
We ain't gonna put a number on it. We ain't got to,
yeah.
right?
I'm damn near.
So you're damn near 50. and now things are popping.
They moving for me, bro.
Talk to us about the journey.
Man, let me tell you, bro. I started. It's funny because when people say you was born to do something, I knew as a child what my destiny was going to be. Shout
Okay.
out to Miami, where I hone my talent at. I went to New World School of the Performing Arts when I was 15 years old. Met a rapper named Missy Miss. She's a legend out of Miami. Google her, y'all. Missy Miss. She's the one who
Okay.
gave me the end to New World School of the Performing Arts. I was accepted into the musical theater program, so I was doing my thing in that. Finished there, went to the military, and as soon as I got out the military, I moved to New York. This was in 1996. I attended the American Comedy Institute. Met he's still teaching comedy to this day, Mr. Steve Rosenfeld. Took his
Okay. Shout out to Steve, man.
shout out to Steve, man. I took his class, and I mean he used to give me, he used to look at me too, a Jewish dude, kind of put you in the mind of like Jerry Seinfeld, the older cat, and he used to say, "Man, you are special." He said, "Please continue this." And I only took his class one time, and from there I knew. I mean, I felt it. It was like crack, bro, when I'm on stage. That's why still to this day, man.
No, to be honest, that night when you came to the show,
Yeah,
we had a few good artists.
right.
And I'm talking about the artists, like rappers and stuff,
Right.
right? And they sitting there and they watching you guys' bit and your routine.
Yeah.
And I really thought I heard somebody fart. So I look at them, right? And we really like look at each other like, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear it.
Right.
And you gonna pretend you didn't do it.
You gonna act like it didn't happen, you know?
No, that was a good
Yeah.
that was a good thing. So like talk to us about the process that you get, right? Like what's your process to actually pick the joke?
Well, it's funny. Comedy comes in everyday life, bruh. When I was having my heart surgery, it's crazy. When I was this second time, November 20th, when I had my surgery, I literally, because I've been doing comedy so long and I know how and where to find comedy, I was literally writing jokes the whole time because it's like pain is humor.
Right.
If you think about it, right? Like, I'm gonna just give you a quick scenario of a story. If a person, a stand-up comic gets up and he goes, "Yeah, man, this morning, man, my alarm went off. You know what I'm saying? I got up, brushed my teeth, took my shower, and I got to work on time, man. And my boss, was glad to see me." Ain't shit funny about that.
Right.
But when you
Absolutely.
go, "Look, y'all, I had to be at work at 8 o'clock. My alarm went off at 7:54. Whoa! So y'all talk about SSS, shit, shower, shave, had some coffee, got to work about 8:15. My boss was mad. You know what I'm saying? I had a flat, I got a ticket on the way. Tragedy is comedy. I learned that from Steve Rosenfeld. And if you really look at it, comedy literally is funny, but people are literally telling their worst case scenario. Think about it. Kevin Hart named one of his comedy specials "Laugh at My Pain."
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. So let's talk about this about comedy. How do you feel about comedy? A lot of people saying it's being censored.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Well, of course it's being censored. I'm not going to deny that. But as far as when you say how do I feel about comedy, comedy is I'm gonna say this. I got 3 baby mamas. I got 5 daughters. Comedy has been with me through
Hold
all
on,
that.
what?
Yeah.
Say that again.
I got 5 daughters and 3 baby mamas.
Why we both got to be typical light skinned dudes?
Hey, bro, it's in our blood, bro. You said something earlier. It's in the DNA. You can try to deny it if you want to, man. Because I mean, like, it's a chick trying to have a kid with me right now, and I'm like, I look like a grandfather, don't you? I look like Frederick Douglass. What I look like with a baby on my hip right now? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Baby gonna be born with a deep face thought.
do you hit me? Yeah, getting a baby on, man.
The baby gonna be sitting there looking with a Socrates
Yeah,
face.
like my father. So yeah, man. Hey, it is what it is, bro. Ladies know what they want.
Okay, so moving forward, we just segued on that one, but okay,
Right.
so moving forward, comedy itself means a lot to you, but
Oh,
like
yeah.
the comedic atmosphere right now is a little testy. So, how do you feel about that?
Okay, let me talk about 2 people that I know and have worked with personally. I know Monique. Not when I say personally, let me say I've worked with them. I don't know them well, Monique back in the day, back in like the late 90s, I did have Monique's number. I've called Monique before. Monique and I were friends. I'm devastated because she's literally one of the sweetest people I've ever met in my life. Like, Monique is
She seemed genuine.
man, I'm telling
And
you.
it just seems like she's not talking from a place of bitterness.
Right.
She's really coming from a place of this
Yeah.
is morally right
Right.
and this is not.
There you go.
And forget these cameras.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it like that, but forget these business execs.
Yes.
Brother,
The
color to
one-on-one.
color.
Yeah.
You know you wrong now,
You know you
partner.
wrong.
And I think the people to whom she's dealing with or talking about are still trying to dance around what this is still business.
This is still business.
Yeah.
They've taken on that capitalist mindset that I'm gonna call it what it is, that white folks type of because white people will smile in your face and stab you, literally jug you and kill you, but they'll be smiling while they do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And Monique has addressed that. Now I'm gonna talk about DL. Here's what's crazy.
He seemed like another real one.
That's what you beat me to what I was gonna say. When I met DL Hughley, the few times I've met him, it's the same thing. I'm talking about a good, genuine, cool, I'm talking about down-to-earth brother, you know? And so with them two having beef, it really bothers me because I'm neutral on that. Like, I can't take sides with either one of them because I love them both. I think that, I mean, I've been doing stand-up 27 years, man, so I met everybody. I even got to meet the king. I even met Eddie Murphy. So, you know, and again, what I
Hold on.
Yeah.
Is he the king?
He's the
because
emperor.
Dave Chappelle.
He's the emperor. Flat out. Eddie's body of work.
Like, okay.
Go ahead.
You know what? I ain't never thought about this in my own head.
Mhm.
Let me sit up on that a little bit.
You have kings, you have levels.
Because when you think about it, Eddie Murphy is that guy, but he's been gone.
Eddie
You know what I mean?
gone, man.
I mean, we're not talking about his cartoon voiceovers.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
He's still funny on those, right? He
Right.
make a good.
He
money in
doesn't do
Hollywood.
stand-up anymore.
He don't do
though.
stand. But if you don't do stand up anymore, are you the king?
Oh, see, you know what?
That's like
This has
that's
been
like
debated,
having a belt. If you had a belt but you ain't fought in a
but you
long
ain't
time,
fought.
how you gonna be the king anymore?
You know what? I see, for me, I can't. I hear what you're saying, but the reason why I guess I can't look at it like that because Eddie is etched. I mean, you really have to look at it, bro. Look at his body of work, man. All the Beverly Hills Cops. Look at Trading Places. Eddie's movies are, I'm talking about movies. You have people that make a classic. For example, Friday is a classic. Classic. That's one.
Singular.
But when you look
Okay.
at Eddie Murphy's body of work, I'm talking about you could sit and watch Eddie Murphy's movies for two weeks at a time, nonstop, over and over, because his body of work is just that good. Plus, when you look at his stand-up, people don't understand. When he made Delirious, dude, he was 22 years old. Okay?
Okay.
So when I get, okay, the prime example of what I'm saying. When we talk about the GOATs, right? You look at what Muhammad Ali did to George Foreman. George Foreman was kicking everybody's ass in the weight
ring.
class. You hear me?
Right.
Ali got in there with a mindset, took his time, paced himself, and in 8 rounds knocked his ass out. You see what I'm saying? But then you got Mike Tyson came along. Dude, Mike could knock out. So it's really.
But when you
Eddie's
talk
always
about
gonna be the emperor
when you
to
talk
me.
about Eddie though,
Yeah.
and this is an interesting part, and I hate to say it like this because I love Eddie,
Uh-huh.
but you talking about the past, dog.
Well, I agree.
This is Hollywood. It's all about today.
I
Right
can't say
now,
that. I can't say I
the
disagree.
Kings are like
Yeah.
shit. Look like Cat Hart want to get back in the race, quite clearly.
Yeah.
But the Kings are. I would say it's a fight for it because Kevin Hart is the public face of comedy.
He's kicking it right.
But
Kevin is
when
right.
Dave Chappelle comes out, that don't even matter no
It don't
more.
even matter.
You're like the industry's favorite, and that's the people's.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
say.
he's the people's champ. Yeah, and you know it's good that we're having this conversation because what
So
it
how do you
shows
even
is-
place all three of them? Because how does that work?
Well, you saw what Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, and Chris Rock all did a show together.
I can't recognize Chris Rock as no king, dog.
Okay.
I can't.
All right.
Now I know that because Hollywood runs in circles. There's a
Right.
team.
Right.
He was just thrown on that team as funny. If you black, you know damn well if he ain't that damn funny. Them stand-ups in the day wasn't that damn funny. That movie he did where he was the president, that was pretty cool.
That was pretty
but
cool.
it wasn't that damn funny.
With him
Matter of
and
fact,
Brendan, yeah.
I don't even know the name of the movie. So like,
Yeah.
you feel me? Like
got
to be
you.
honest, his funniest stand-up was after he got slapped.
Yeah.
He should pay Will Smith.
He should pay Will Smith. Yeah, because that's a whole nother thing.
So because I don't know where it is all of a sudden Chris Rock is that funny. I can't name a Chris Rock joke.
Okay, I
Oh
got you.
damn, that's the Cat Williams coming out of me.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
Jesus.
see that. And you see, I'm over here like
No, because
Yeah.
comedy is kind of become cliquish, right?
it varies.
And
Very.
comedy is a brutal sport.
It's brutal.
You know what I'm saying? It's,
You got to have a pair to do.
it's
this
the
shit,
comedic
bro.
version of rap.
It is.
And,
it
and
is.
they're like brother
It
and sister.
is.
You feel me? Or brother and brother.
Yeah, I agree.
So when we start giving accolades to people that ain't got quality stand-ups, because I can't remember no numbers for Chris Rock.
Well, speaking of
Because I kind of agree with Cat with a lot of stuff. Like when it comes to the King, he whooped Steve's ass
Yeah, he
on
did.
stage.
He did. He did.
And I see that Kevin Hart is talking about moral dilemmas about his drug use. He ain't talking about his comedic
He ain't
prowess.
talking about his comedic prowess.
He ain't gonna take that fade.
No.
And if you can't take the fade from the dude asking, "Are you the king anymore?"
Yeah.
So
Well,
you tell me what you think on those. Those
gotta
some
think.
hard questions.
Kevin sits around with 5 writers, bro. I ain't taking nothing from Kevin's talent because I've always thought Kevin was a supremely
No,
talented
he's funny.
comedian.
He's funny as hell.
However,
But we talking about the king.
However, he does have a team. If I had a team of writers writing,
Dave
for me,
Chappelle had Paul Mooney.
he did have Paul.
That's like the GOAT of writers.
What makes Cat? I'm gonna be, but see, Cat had Mark Curry too. So yeah, that's the thing. You can't really. All of us need
Okay, so everybody has a team when they get to the
Everybody has
top.
a team.
Let's not be naive.
And let me say this: if you
but
wanna
you're turning down the fade though.
If you want to go fast, you go by yourself. If you want to go far, you go with a team. I'm even learning that.
Okay.
Fuck with motherfuckers like you.
Say that one more time.
I'm even like, let me say that one more time. If you want to go fast, you go alone. If you want to go far, you get a team. I'm even learning that, like I said, fucking with you. Because like when you hit me, I'm gonna tell you, bro, and I apologize for not being able to do the other interview. But when you tapped in, you start giving me dates. My boy Coach hit me, he started giving me dates. And as much as I'm pursuing my career, I'm realizing, like, I'm looking at my and shout out to Richard Lawson Studios. He said this: you have to make a relationship map. So now I'm looking at you, Retha Jones. I'm looking at Lisa. I'm looking at Steph. I'm looking at my boy Coach. I'm looking at promoters. I'm looking at Screw, who's doing my show for me. So now, and I ain't gonna front, bro. I have a special out now on Dry Bar, and I got 100,000 views on my shit.
Tell him again.
It's the Dry Bar comedy special. Go to Lewis Smith on Dry Bar. I got 100,000 spins on that. But what I'm realizing is, because I've been on tour by myself. I've toured, made crazy money. But what I'm realizing now, and I thank God for giving me this new heart, giving me this new lease on life, and giving me the opportunities to continue
Iron
to
Man.
grow. That's right.
He got an iron heart.
Opportunities to continue to grow, because what I'm realizing is, like, I'm gonna say this: watch me over the next 5 years of what I'm finna do. Now that I'm realizing, even within myself, I need a team.
I am, and if you blow up, I'm gonna know when you blow up, right? Again, I'm gonna go get that heart surgery you had. Because evidently you don't get tired.
I'm gonna need heart surgery, bro. Like, he gonna run in like, yo, I know ain't nothing wrong, but my boy Trey got that.
But see, I get tired and he don't. Right. So there's something technically wrong.
Y'all can hook this shit up. Yeah, I do. I literally got a mechanical valve beat that pumps the blood through my body now, man. And I'm gonna tell you, bro, I bounce back like a mug, man.
Yeah, I done. So tell us what's coming up before we get out of here. Tell us what's coming up lately, tonight, tomorrow. What's coming up for you?
Tonight, y'all, you could catch me at the Comedy Chateau, 4615 Lancashire Boulevard. I will be doing the Bless Your Heart Comedy Party. I'm hosting. Alexia America's on the lineup. Jahan Jones, he's blowing up on the internet. My girl TC, she's like a freaking movie star. She's doing her Thug Thizzle. And last but not least, my headliner is none other than LA's own Screw Roy Rice. That'll be at the Comedy Chateau, and that's going down tonight. Now, futuristically, I'm gonna tell you, I'm working, building, dreaming, and creating. I got I'm an advocate for fathers too. Let me give a shout out. I lost my kids for 2 years. I got them back, so I'm a big advocate for fathers. So I'm gonna be working on producing a film for the American Black Film Festival in June about what it takes to not just be a father, but how to be a father. See, I'm gonna just say this for a lot of black men. Nobody has sat us down and talked to us about fatherhood. I feel like the things I personally have had to go through have put me in position that, hey, I got to take that and run with it.
You know what, though? Let's talk about that really brief. I know fathers, I want to shout out men. I see a lot of fathers with the kids now.
Yeah.
And it's, you know what? It's okay if you don't know how to be a father. You're there.
That's it.
Because to kids, love is spelled Time. And I heard another person say that. I think it was Nip on one of his things I was watching, and it hit me because I'm always gone trying to build something for them.
Right.
I'm always gone.
They need to see you and touch you, man. Like, for example, on my way here, I got my kids this weekend. My kids are they big girls. They 9 and 11. But before I came here, I knew I had to come do this podcast. Bro, I'm in the kitchen literally making grits and eggs. Like, here you go. You know what I'm saying? And that means something to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they had a healthy breakfast. I was like, as soon as I get done with the podcast, I'll be back and we're going to clean up. I got they bus doing chores and all. But at the same time, the fact that we ain't going to McDonald's or we ain't going to Jack in the Box, I'm cooking your breakfast. You know what I'm saying? That shows daddy in here, you know what I'm saying, taking the time and putting his hands on this food. You know what I'm saying? This is the things that I'm gonna have cooking classes for men and everything. Because, man, it didn't take me but 20 minutes to go in there and make some grits and eggs.
Yeah.
The fellas need to know how to do that.
Yeah.
Go in there, whip them kids up some breakfast, man.
You gotta know, you know what? You gotta know how to survive. You shouldn't know how to cook.
I don't play in the kitchen, bro.
I don't either.
I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't gonna lie. You know how much good pussy I get because of
Hey,
cooking?
bro, don't play. I've had women literally.
I will cook her drawers off
Do you hear me now? Do you
and
hear me
saute
now?
them motherfuckers.
I've had women eating my dinner that I cooked them to my. Why you single? And I just be laughing like, bitch, because I want to be. While I give them some.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? 'Cause
I
wanna
gotta
be.
get you out of here.
Right. So we finished. You done ate? Okay, you good? You want some dessert? Cause I'm about to move on, and they be like, damn.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Ho. We was definitely here with the one and only Mr. Lewis, aka Tre Love. We'd like to thank you. We always appreciate you. We love you. We respect you. But first, we out.
Catch y'all on the next one.